Hello everybody, this is Cabyou here, and today I am going to do something a little bit different than what I've been used to do. And today I am going to do a tutorial on how to draw manga. If you've seen our channel, I love manga and I love anime like a lot. Uh, and so do my partner, and kind of there we met. So I really want like I really want to show how you can do your own mangas, like how you can draw the face and maybe also some body. I'm not very good at the body yet, but I'll just show you in a few steps on how you do it and how you can start on doing it. And like it would be like you it can be a bit hard to do, but like it's nothing that difficult. It takes some time to master, of course, but when you got the basics down, it's not very hard. So um, let's just get started with the first things. What you need is a pencil. I have a pencil right here, and this is a special pencil. You can use a normal pencil. I just got this for Christmas. That's one of my Christmas presents, and it was a really good thing. And if you hear anything behind, if you hear a ringing noise, that's my dad who's working at home, and he's got some stuff. It's I hope it doesn't annoy you or anything. But let's see. Like uh, this is a special pencil. It's very thick. It's a 0.9 millimeters, so it's one of the thickest you can get. Um, but like I will use more than this one. I will also use 0.3, which is a very small. You can't even see. You can't even see it. Don't focus, but it's very thin. It's really thin. But I'll get into the details of what I'm going to use these two for. Other than that, I have a lot of pencils. I don't really know what to use for yet. I've just got them, so they are pretty new for me. But I got all these pencils here, and I don't know. A lot of them are thick. This one is pretty thick, if you can see. It's pretty thick compared to like this one. There's not as much pencil on or anything. But that is what I'm going to use, and of course I'm going to use an eraser. There, I have a lot of erasers. I just got a new one, other than this one. So I got erasers too. And for the last stuff I'm going to use is something you can draw your character up with, and it's a multi-liner. You can use these for you can use these. This is a 0.5, so it's a bit thinner than the 0.9 millimeters, but it's a bit thicker, so it would mostly line up with what I'm using. And this is used for drawing up when you're done and all that. You can draw, so it's more visible and more clean. You can erase all the stuff that's left over. So enough talking, and let's just get into it. So the first thing you're gonna do is you start. I don't know if I should do it like this. Maybe this is better. So the first thing you start with, and you might not see it. I have a paper right here, but So the first thing you're gonna start with is you start with a circle. So the first thing, like you make a circle figure. Doesn't matter how big it is, of course. It's gonna matter with the body later, but I'm gonna get into that later. But now I think I'm just gonna be doing the face tutorial for now, and then I might do like a time span at the last at the end. That's not very perfect, but it doesn't need to be perfect. The shape of this shouldn't be perfect. It doesn't need to. It is easier, the more perfect it is, the easier it is to draw the rest of the face and body and all that stuff. So now that you got it, this little circle here, you can see it, you're gonna erase all the inners right here. It makes it more easy, and also a very good tip for you when you start up. A very good tip is don't press very hard. Like if you like press down a lot and make like a very visible and like it just breaks everything in your pencil, even though this can't break. I've never broken this, like it's so thick. But like if you press so hard, you can't erase all the inner lines. Now I've erased them, and you can almost not see them. There's a bit right there, you can see, maybe, I don't know if you can see it. It's not very focused, but like on this side here, around here. This might be on the bottom side here for you, but I'm showing it because like it's very weird, but I can't find a place to put my camera angle so it looks like you're watching it from my perspective. I'm gonna switch it all around, so it's gonna be a little bit weird, but I hope you can deal with that it's like that. But like when you've got this, now I'm gonna talk a little bit about why I'm using the 0.9 on this particular stuff here, and that is because when you draw up the like the face and the body outlines and stuff, they are very visible. They should be very visible. Like you want it to stop where the face stops. You want it to stop, and there would be hair down and stuff. That's why I'm using the 0.9, because it's very thick, and it doesn't. It has a lot of potential to outline the body and stuff. I'm a very slow talker right now, so like I hope you can deal with that. But anyway, now when you've got this, you're gonna draw, like, this is very different. If you wanted to draw from this perspective, you will draw a line like curvy. You want to draw a line that's curvy down the face. And if you want to draw something that looks right in front of you, like looking at you straight, you want to draw a perfect, or as perfect as possible, line down the middle. So I will draw a picture of one staring right at me, because that's what I'm best at. So you just find the center as good as possible. You can use a ruler for that. I am not going to use that. I'm a very lazy person, so I'm not going to use that. And you make it like over. You should do that. It's higher. You can use this for hair and stuff, because this is gonna be the upper line of the head. This is gonna be the other line. I am gonna erase this later on, but we will get there. So now you're gonna do the same, but you're gonna do it vertically. Or horizontally. I don't remember. I think it's horizontal. Yeah, horizontally. And you do it the same in the middle, kinda in the middle. You can make this also go out. It doesn't really matter. Like you can see, mine is not very perfect in here, so like it's not gonna affect a lot. It's gonna affect where I'm gonna place stuff and stuff, and like what's like the facial expression and stuff. It's gonna change that, but anything else, it's not really gonna matter. This is very like this is taking me off, so I am gonna erase this line. You can erase all you want, just don't press too hard, because like if you press too hard you will get lines where you don't want them. So I'm gonna reposition this line. You can erase all you want, but just make the lines you made. Like I made a mistake. My old teacher in art told me never to erase a line before you were 100% sure that the line you just made is right, because if you erase the line you can't really see it if you use that method with not pressing down a lot. But like if you do this as I did here, you can you can see the line a little bit here because I pressed a little bit too hard. And if you erase some of the lines that you've made over the cross here, now this is a very good circle I've made. I think I made a pretty good circle anyway, but you will just draw the circle up again. You will draw, if like I erased this part and this part and this part, you can just draw them over again, because like it's very easy to erase all these lines, and it should be very easy to erase them. Like you shouldn't have a hard time erasing these lines, because they should be removed when you're done. So they should be done with, like when you're done, you will get all these lines away. Maybe you will get these lines, they will still be there, but you will draw them up so they won't really be visible like this, but more because I'm gonna show you something else now. Now the next step you will do, I'm only showing you how you do this. I'm also gonna show you the eyes, the mouth, the nose, like how you can make those. Like it's completely up to you how you make these. It's preference, but the next step you can do is you can also just draw the whole face up in one single stroke, but it's not gonna be as good. I did that for some time, and I found out when I began to do these stuff, it became much better. I can show you some pictures of them on the screen, maybe at last, maybe now, where I'm talking, but I'm gonna put some pictures in of what I myself have made by using this method, so you can see how good you can get. If you like, you can get better than mine, of course. You can be better at shading, you can be better. There's a lot of things you can be better at in this stuff. You can also draw with the color. I'm not going to draw with color, but color is something else. There's some other techniques and stuff. So that's something in another tutorial you can watch. So the next thing you're gonna do is you make a line right here. Now this seems very random, but it's not. is not very random. It's a very important line, especially a very important line for one particular reason. Like I made it a bit I don't know the word, but like a bit sideways, if you can say that. I made it a bit sideways, so like you just do this. That is an okay line I made there. I hope you can see it. Like my camera is a bit away, so like you can't see it a lot. I might zoom in. Yeah, I might do that in my program, but it's gonna be a bit blurry then, maybe. Like you can comment down below what if it's blurry or anything, and I'll fix it later. Then you will draw, like this part seems very random now. The last part here, there is a little part here that seems very random now, but when I do this, it's not very random anymore. Now you can't really see it. I'm gonna put it up here now. I think I'm doing this all right. Like now it should be on the other side. Like when I'm recording this, it's like this part is at the bottom, but you will see it on the top. Now this is the bottom and this is the top, because I'm turning the picture around. I've been talking about that some time now, but I hope you think that it's all right. Then like there was this little line at the bottom here. That is a very important line, because now you will go, you like this seems random also, that like maybe this seems a little bit random, like you will use them for the bottom line of the eye, or the middle line of the eye. Like the eye would be like this, under and over, or on the bottom of the eye will be on this line and on this line, and this just puts down where the center of it is. But like this part at the ends, like over the actual circle, seems very random. On the circle here, it seems very random that it's right there, but it's not. It's very important too. Like all these lines are very important. So like what you will do now is you will make a, like you can make like a line like this, where it's very round. I don't like that. I don't like that style. I'm doing my own style, and I'm going down, like almost directly down here. It's a bit round. That's all right. And then you make like a very sharp turn, and then you hit into the middle section here, and that's where this line was very important, because like it indicates where your chin will be, and that's a very important, because then you know where you will put everything. This will be the mouth then, and this will be the nose, this would be the eyes, and the hair on top. Very simple. Like when you see all these anime, like if you clicked on this video, you might have watched some anime, you might have watched some mangas, like read them. You might have seen somebody draw an amazing art or anything. Everybody have made, like almost everybody have made, if they're making a person, they made this little thing I made here. Especially in manga, like the real like manga artists, those who've made Naruto and those shows have done this, and like they have different styles like I have my own style, and that's all right. If you have your own style, that is completely okay. But one step I will say that you should never do, even though you like your style a lot, don't say, like, if you have like a friend and he sees it and he says, oh, that line and that eye doesn't look very good, and he's not drawing himself, take that criticism. Take that criticism, because it's very, very important. Because if you hear that criticism and you can like visualize, oh, that's right, I made a mistake there, you will improve a lot. And it's a very, very, like, this is a very, very tedious routine to do. It's same. I did this at the start, but then I got bored of it and I stopped, and I made the full head before, like I made complete head with a chin and everything, and like it looked okay. Like I did that when I was looking and I was drawing from another like style and stuff. But now I have like stopped doing that. I have made this line a bit sideways again, so I'm gonna raise the chin, this side of the chin. I'm not gonna say any direction of what it is, because then it would be very, very weird. Okay, now I've got a pretty good face here. Got everything done. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase this bottom line, only the circle line, and what's that's gonna do is it's gonna leave some open space. I've told myself I should have made more smaller faces. Like if you see a fail that you've done, like this was a fail, I've made it a bit too long, so it wasn't like the same on both sides. So I'm gonna remake this, so it's gonna look more better. Now this looks awfully close to the chin, so, but it's not. Like this is a very, very good representation of where you should put those things, because now the eye, I'm gonna make it where the eye is over and under. That's how I'm doing it. Like the eyes should be close to the nose, in my opinion. But let's get into that in like another part, like not a part, but like later on. Like this is a very, very long tutorial, I know that, but if you really want to know all this stuff, you should watch the whole thing, because it's like what I've been doing until now was essential to everything. Now the next part is like your own style. Like this, you can also make your own style. You can make like very, very thin-headed persons with very, very thin structures. You can make very, very big, small, not very high faces, and I've been doing a bit of those in the middle. But for now, I am going to make the whole face. Like I'm not gonna make the whole body. That's a lot of stuff to do in one tutorial. I will maybe get back to it in another tutorial. If you guys want to see that tutorial, it would be awesome if I got some comments about that and stuff. But it's a very, very long video. If anybody has stayed until this part, write chocolate button. Nah, socky button. Socky. That's like your socks are socky, and then the button. Okay, so I might put like up here, right? I need to find out where the camera is. And like I will maybe write it right here. I might write something what you should write in the comments if you've been to this point of the episode. So now I'm gonna draw, like I should have drawn a bigger head so you can see all the details, but I will put like I can show you what I've been doing up till now, and then right now I am going to make the eyes and the nose and the mouth, and then I'm gonna erase and all that stuff. And I'm also gonna put some hair on him. I might do a time lapse there, make it very very short, and then I will explain it later of what I've been doing, because hair is all like there's no guidelines for that. So now let's get into the eyes. The eyes, I prefer, if I see this, like it's a very very funny thing, but I'm gonna use the 3mm now. So because the eyes are very very thin, you should make them thin. You can also make them very very big, and you can make them round. You can make them like Brock from Pokemon. You can make it like that slit eye. It's all up to yourself. So like you kind of find the sweet spot for it. Like also how big your eye is, that's also up to you. Like this is a very very thin pencil, so you might not see what I'm making right now. You can almost skim it. It's just my screen is very very small, but I hope you can see it if you use full screen. So now you can see I have made this little thing here. I've made this upper line. I like to call it an upper line. Now right now it looks like I'm gonna turn this around. Maybe this is better. It looks like right now it looks like the eyebrow I've made, but this is actually the eye I'm making. So I'm gonna make a little bit of, like, this is all up to you. I like that there is a little bit, like there's a little part down from the eyebrow thing, like there's a little bit right there, there's a little bit of a part there that I've made. So I like that a lot. I like to make that one. So like you can, like the harder you press, the thicker the line is, and I like it like it's going from thick, like a bit thick, to thin. That's my style, and that's all up to you if you want to. Then I will make the bottom line. The bottom line is not as big, it's a bit smaller, like this. Like the bottom line is, the bottom line is more of like where the eye will end. So now I'm gonna make the eye shape. Like if you've watched a lot of manga and stuff, you will probably have seen this in maybe a shoujo. Like I make a shoujo style eyes. I think you can also find them in normal fantasy. I think you can find them in if I'm not mistaken, you can find them in Sword Art Online. You can find them in almost every chibi versions of Naruto. Maybe also you can find them on. You can also find them on different. There's some other animes like this. Let's see, Lock Horizon also on Akatsuki. You can see those as well. It's not like the perfect eye. There's a lot of eyes. You can make them very very thin and like very very serious eyes and very intense eyes, and you can make like every kinds of eyes. And if you can make all kinds of eyes, you've mastered eyes. And if you can make them expressions too on all kinds of eyes, you are a master in expressions, like on the eyes. Like it's a very, 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 like, I think the eye and the hair is the two hardest things to make. So it takes time to learn these stuff. Um, but let's not get into that. Let's get into what is on the painting now. So right now I am going to make a little bit of a U inside the eye. That seems very, very random right now, but it's not going to be in a few moments. You can make like any kinds of eye. You can make them where there's a little bit of a white spot, like from the light or something. You can make that in the eye. Like I'm not very good at it. Like sometimes it looks very, very weird, but I'm gonna make a little bit of a white spot and I'm gonna outline it a little bit. So now this is gonna be a little bit more like I'm not gonna color that in like pencil color gray. Then I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna take my thickest of the thickest of these, and then I'm gonna color the U I made inside the eye in like another U on top, so it looks like I have like my pupil, like I think it's called pupil, like your eye, where your eye up like takes in the light and stuff. The center part of your eye, the black eye, the black part of your eye. That is what I'm coloring right now. When you're done, it's not very, very big. It's just like a very, 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 very small step. Then you can put like small, like not much, but just enough that you can see that there's some gray stuff around the eye. And then you go over to the next eye. I'm gonna, it's like the 100% the same thing, so I'm gonna speed this up and not talk about anything right now. So now I've made the eyes, and if you look at them, they are not perfectly the exact same, and that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anything that the eyes and stuff doesn't look perfectly the exact same. Like the closer you can get them to look the same, the better they are, the better the art looks. But like when you're starting out and you think, oh, this is not a very, very good, like there's a little bit of a millimeter in difference. If it's a millimeter, then you've really fucked up. But like there's like this small kind of difference in the eyes, and you like, oh no, that looks awful and stuff. Don't be discouraged, but because like if you post it on like if you post it on social media and you want friends to see it, they won't even notice that little difference. If they do, they say, oh, this part is a bit like they might say, oh, this part is a bit out of place. It's like a little bit different to the other side, and you can say, then you can say like, oh, well, I tried my best to make it like it look the same, and I'll do my best next time. So that is what you gotta do. If somebody says that, and like you will take that as a good criticism, a very, very good criticism, and say, oh, that's right, and like I did my best to not do it. A very good tip for that. So now you are going to erase the line out here. You couldn't use the line to make ears, but I'm not very good at making ears. I've always tried to make my hair go down beneath or over the ears, so it doesn't look as messy and like the ears doesn't mess up the rest of my face. Like ears is not my favorite part of the anime or the manga or the face in general. Like the ears, like oh, for me. So now we got this. Now we're gonna make the nose, which is the easiest of easy and still the hardest to master, because you can make like the nose very small, like I do. That we're done with the nose. I make it with the small pencil. You might not be able to see it. It's right in the middle. It's right. Let me see. It's right there. It's hard. I can't see what I am pointing at other than my screen over here. So it's pretty weird. But there is my nose. My nose is in the middle section here. Right. It starts at the bottom of the eye line, and then it ends like a little bit lower after I've made like this curvy stuff. And the nose you can just make like you can press hard on that because it's needed to be able to see. Like you can see this little bright spot here, right here. That's my nose. It's small. It's very small. You can also make a big nose. I think there's big noses in JoJo Bizarre Adventure. There's big noses. There's a big nose in One Piece. There's a big nose. You can find a big nose in a new anime called Nanbaka. There's a big nose in that too. But anyway, you like different kinds of styles. But now we will make the mouth. In the mouth, I am usually making it down here with like my 3-pointer and my red pencil, which is the 0.3 millimeter. And like I hope you understand that these two are different. They're different. This is the 0.9 millimeter, and this is the 0.3 millimeter. I am very strict about that. Like you need to know that. That's something I just want you to know when you begin, that there's a difference when you use like these things can maybe make like the pencils can maybe make your picture look more detailed. Like the 3-pointer is very good at making hair. There's a point there, and the 0.9 pointer is very good at making the outline. Now you can also use like the 3-pointer to like make up from little mistakes you've made. Don't erase small mistakes. Like you can erase this. There's a little mistake here, but if like just don't go too close to the normal line, because you can later on. That's something I learned from one of my cousins, my mom's cousin, to be exact. That if you draw up with this 0.5 millimeter, or like this multiliner, you get like you can like draw up, wait a bit, and then you can erase as hard as you can on the paper without your creation disappearing. It's also good if you want to draw up it's very good to if you want to draw up your creation, like your drawing. If you want to draw, like if you draw it up, it's very good for coloring and stuff, because you don't want all these lines and stuff, because then the colors won't look as good, and that's a big plus. So now we will make the mouth. In the mouth, I'm usually making it at this point here, you can see the line I've left. That's where I am going to make my my mouth. So let me just make it, and it's also a very easy task, but it can be hard to master. You can make like a little bit of a gap between, like this. You can maybe not see it. You can, like, after you're done with that, you can just erase the line. And when you get over the part, oh, I made a mistake. I'm using the 3-pointer, but it's okay. I'm just drawing with the sides and stuff, so it's okay. Like when you go over the mouth, don't press anything with your don't smash down your eraser, because like you can do that on the other side, and when you're not very close to the mouth. But if you do it at the mouth, you will erase the mouth, and you need to draw it up again. And if you just got the perfect mouth, like I think I got a very good mouth there. And if you get that perfect mouth that you've been going for a lot, don't press down. It's just a very good tip. So now we have actually the facial expression. We have the facial. We have the facial. Oh my god. That's dirty. No, we got the like, now that we have got the face all makeup, we have the face now. I can just show you. The face is right here. That's the face. And now we will erase, like, I usually try to erase the upper, like, take his upper head off before I make the hair, because it makes like a space for me to, oh, I can make something here. It doesn't mean I'm not going over this part. Now it looks like he's bald and stuff, but like when you do this, I feel like there's more space to do like stuff. I'll try to start here this time. I've never tried this before. Let's see if it's a good method. So like you will just make these small lines. Like I usually make a very pointy hair, but you can make like if it's very wavy, or it's other kinds of styles, you can make that as well. Then we can go up here, and you got a bit of hair. Now this is a very bad hair. So like you can, like, if this is very plain, so what you can do is you can make like an upper part here, make it like that, and then you can like make it look different. Okay, that looks just dumb. That just looks dumb. So like I've made a bit of hair there. Then you can make like a bit of down here. Then you can make a bit, because it's behind, you can make this little dot here with the drawing out down. You can't really see it, but like you can see it some, like you like hair is very your own style. Like I can't really show you completely what you should do when making hair. Like I can just give you some tips on what I'm doing, and like you can adapt to it. So like if hair is going over each other, make the hair that's going over the line a little bit longer, and it looks better. Now let's make the next part. This looks very dumb. I think I'm just gonna make like this. It looks very, very good that I have this starting point. Now I can erase this line. It looks good. You can use that line we made that went a bit over the through the part and a little bit over the head. You can use the top of that to start your hair. It looks pretty good. Like, don't be shy to make or shy. Don't be afraid to make big hair stuff. Just be sure that they look good to you. Like I can make, let's see. I am not very good at making stuff up the air. That's something I am still working on. That looks fine. Let's see, I can make this. That doesn't look good. Let's make this go down to the button. I think I'm gonna make like a time lapse right here. So when I'm done, I don't have a lot to say anymore. So I'm gonna do a time lapse and then I will talk to you when I'm done. Now that is one kind of way you can draw hair. Like I didn't do like very fancy hair. I'm not very good at that yet, but like I think that looks pretty good. It looks clean stuff. So now the last step you can do, like if you just drew the face, like this looks like it's just a floating face. Like you can make it like the neck and shoulders to make it look like it's a part of like it's a portrait or something. I'm not gonna do that in this video. Like it's already 54 minutes. Like it's taking me almost an hour to record this. So I really don't hope this is a failed one. Okay. So the next thing you can just do is draw it up. I'm not gonna do that. I just have like 15 minutes left. But that is it for the tutorial. Like I am just gonna draw this up again. Like stuff like drawing up again and making the lines you have made more visible is a very good thing before you use this. But anyway, this has been Cabyou with a little tutorial here, and hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next. Oh wait, I forgot to say, leave a like, comment, like maybe send a on the Twitter, send a picture of those with the Cabyou, like to the Twitter of Cabyou. Send what you've got of a picture when you were done, and also subscribe and put that bell icon on, because we make videos every Wednesday and every Saturday, maybe sometimes in between. It's not settled, but maybe. So yeah, that is it for today, and leave that subscribe bell icon put on, and like and comment and send your what I've just said. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. That was very cringy.